welcome. I wanted to give a quick update on Garo, and I'll use this time to show some higher quality video of the mounts, which are the ultimate rewards from the event. There was a brief mention of the possibility of the Garo event coming back during the live letter 67 last year, but before I get into what I think of a possible return, here are some updates. During Garo, you could get the Divine Beast Shield, an invisible shield for Paladin for those who want the sword but not the board. Since then, the Emperor's new shield was added to the Gold Saucer prize claim for 100,000 MGP. Would have been nice if they included Conjurer Thaumaturge. Oh well. I still think the original looks best. As for gear sets, Sage has been added to the healer set. However, Reaper, like Gunbreaker, can't equip anything but the accessories. Since Blue Mage can now reach 70, they can equip the caster set. Finally, since the end of Garo, the level cap for trial accounts was raised to 60, so if it does return, those on trial accounts will be able to participate. I have mixed feelings on the return of Garo. First of all, making the gear and mounts available to people that missed the event, or just couldn't complete it, is the high point. And it would be nice to see something added for the new jobs, maybe even a new mount. However, as an event, it kind of sucks. All you do is grind PvP. You can do PvP on any job you like, but if you want to complete everything, you need to level every job to at least 60. Obviously, this isn't an issue for newer jobs. Besides that though, there is no quest or story. There is very little to spark interest in the show this is based on other than the aesthetics of the items. I mean, you could complete the whole thing without even being aware it was a crossover. That is assuming you were even aware it existed, since nothing really directs you to it. Keep in mind, most of Garo is for mature audiences, so promoting the shows alongside Final Fantasy XIV might be an issue. However, it might be a good time for the creators of the show to promote the show worldwide to coincide with this event. Some of the anime is currently on Hulu though. The worst thing about this event, in my mind, is none of the gear goes in the Armoire. There are a lot of repeated items across the gear sets, like these shorts and these gloves, which are nice basic items. These shown are the ranged items, but are visually identical to the monk or the caster ones. So if I want to use them on Bard, Blue Mage, and Monk, I have to store 3 of each in the Glamour Dresser. Personally, I think they should remove the job restrictions from the armor sets. They are all based on the characters from the Garo live-action show, and none of it has aesthetics that can be connected to any particular job in Final Fantasy XIV. The ninja set is a full body armor, which is not what you'd ever see in this game. To get one of the mounts, Goten, you had to win so many feast matches, but the feast is being removed from the game in 6.1 to be replaced with something else. I would assume this new PvP mode will replace the feast for the achievements. I personally enjoyed the feast, and I think the practice matches were a good thing to get your feet wet in PvP. Since there is no chat available, you could play it without fear of dealing with the abuse common in other games. I would assume some new gear would be available for the jobs added since the last iteration, much like they did for the Yokai event. So I would expect at least weapons for Samurai, Red Mage, Dancer, Gunbreaker, Sage, and Reaper. I don't really expect anything specific for Blue Mage, but it would be nice. Before you say, you can't PvP on Blue Mage, none of the achievements require you to actually do PvP on a specific job. Just have an appropriate title active, which is obtained through purchasing specific gear and showing it to the priest at level 60. I would also expect a new armor set for Gunbreaker and one for Reaper, since they can't use any of the current ones. One other thing I hope they do is change the mount music. And yes, I know you can turn off mount music. These mounts have borderless, which is probably the most used mount music in the game, same as the Yokai mounts. Can they get something from the show, possibly? Anyway, thank you for watching. Look forward to an updated guide if this event ever actually comes back. Goodbye.